Hi, this is Hassan. So in this video, let's talk about what are comments and how to write a multi-line comment and what are variables and what are the rules to assign variables. So let's begin. So let's start with comments. So imagine that you are writing 100 lines of codes. After finishing that, you are checking it from the first line. While checking it, you found a different code on a 25th line. You have a doubt that this code is really needed in that place or not. So to avoid the situations, comments are used. Remember that comment should always begin with a hashtag in its beginning. So I will give you an example. Print awesome. So this is print function. To remember that, I am going to give a comment. Hashtag this is print function. So this comment will not be executed on the execution window. So I am saving it python.py and I am going to run it using fi. So you can see that awesome has been printed and this is a print function, that is this comment has been excluded. So this is for writing a single line comment. So suppose if you want a multi-line comment, there are two ways. The first way is to add hashtag on every single line in its beginning. So I will show you. Hashtag this is multi-line comment. So this is the first way of writing multi-line comment. So I am running this. The answer will be awesome, and this multi-line comment and this single line comment will be excluded. So the second way for writing a multi-line comment is by using triple single quotes or triple double quotes. So starting, I am going to write triple single quotes, enter. Now at the ending also we need to put triple single quotes. So by saving and running, we get the same answer. So this is how we write a single line comment and this is how we write a multi-line comment. So next we move on to variables. So basically variables are containers in which we store information. So this x is a variable equals 7. So I am assigning that x equals 7. So this x is a variable, this equal to is a assignment operator, and this 7 is the value given to the variable x. So in the next line I am going to print x. So the answer will be the value which we give to x. So by saving and running, see, we get the answer as 7. Not only for numbers, we can also give for alphabet as well as strings. So x equals world. See, it has been printed. So now let's see how to assign multiple values to multiple variables at same time. I will erase this. So we are going to assign for 3 variables, that are x, y, and z. So next we should put the assignment operator. So we should write the values respectively. So the first value should be of x. So world, second value should be of y, hi, and the third value should be of z, that is hello. So now let's print the 3 values. And another important thing, remember that there is no need to put single quotes or double quotes while printing a variable inside this bracket. If we put single quotes here, that z will be printed, not the value which we give for z. So I will show you this practical. So fi. So for x we got world as value, and for y we got hi, and for z we added single quotes. So that's why we got Z here. So by removing these single quotes, we will get the value that we assigned for Z. So I'm running it. So you can see that the three values have been came. So the next one, new, we move on to how to assign different values to same variable. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. Single value to different variables. So let's see. I'm removing this one, and I'm going to write x equals y equals z. So from this you can show that these three have the same value. So equals hello. So by this line I am saying that x equals y and y equals z, and these three variables equals hello. So if I am going to print x, print y and print z, save fi. So we can see that all the three variables have the same value. So the next one, we move on to the rules to assign the variable. So the first rule is a variable name should only start with an alphabet or an underscore. No other special characters or numbers should be at the beginning of a variable. So I'm going to assign 1x equals hello. So this will not be executed because we have started with a number. So saving it and running it, see it has been an error, invalid syntax, that is 1. So underscore can be used because it is the only special character which can be used in a variable. So just underscore will also work. So fi, I will print it and show you. Print underscore. So if I do it, it can be printed the underscore's value hello. So the first rule is variable should only start with an alphabet or an underscore. So let's move on to the second rule. The second rule is variable names are case sensitive. So I'm going to assign three variables. First one is age equals 4. The next one is a capital G E equals 8. The next one is all capital AGE equals 16. Okay, this all words pronunciations are same, but the letters are different. In this one all are small letters, in this one there is a capital G, in this one all are capital letters. So I'm going to print this three of that. Print age with capital G. Next one is print capital AG. So I'm saving it and running it. You can see that for small letter age we assigned as 4 and it is showing as 4. And for capital G age we have assigned as 8 and it is showing as 8. And for all capital we have assigned as 16 and it is showing as 16. So from this we conclude that variable names are case sensitive. So next we move on to the third rule, that is only one special character can be used in a variable name, that is underscore. Okay, now x star 1 equals awesome. Now if I run it, it will not be run. See, can't assign to operator because we have used this star. So star cannot be used in a variable name and also other special characters except underscore. So if I replace this star with underscore, see what happens. Save and run it. Oh sorry, I didn't give the print function. So I'm going to save and run it. You can see that x underscore 1's value has been printed. So let's see a recap what we saw in this video. The first we saw what are comments. Comments are used to mention what is the use of the comment that we wrote. These comments will not be executed in the execution window. A single line comment can be written by adding a hashtag on its beginning, and a multi-line comment can be written in two ways. First one by adding hashtag on every single line at the beginning, and the second one is to add triple single quotes or triple double quotes on both ending and starting and ending of the multi-line comment. So next one we saw variables. Variables are containers in which we store information. Next we saw the 3 rules to assign variables. The first rule is the variable name should only start with an alphabet or a underscore. No numbers or any other special characters except underscore should be at the beginning of the variable. The second rule is that variables are case sensitive. The third rule is only one special character can be used in a variable, naming a variable, that is underscore. So this video ends here. Till I see you in the next video, stay tuned.